Seen as good luck, silver spoons are often referenced in the phrase born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Now, this term came around as newborns used to be gifted silver apostle spoons, which were collectible and valuable items, likely from godparents and wealthy sponsors. Less wealthy people were often gifted spoons of other, less valuable metals. And it's bad luck in fishing villages to see a woman with a clean white apron on while you're away at the docks. Maybe a clean white apron suggests that there are no fish to be caught. The bees, it is said, must be kept up to date with recent family news, like births, deaths, marriages, and when a household member moves out. If you don't, quote, tell the bees, unquote, the bees may die, disappear, or rebel and sting their apiarists. Between the Crimean War and World War II, it was seen as bad luck to light 3 cigarettes on a single match. Now, this superstition is called 3 on a light, and it's also the title of a popular film. The idea was that striking a match and lighting a cigarette would give away your location to a sniper, and that lighting a second cigarette would give the sniper time to aim, and that a third would give him ample opportunity to fire. There are several knitting superstitions. Leaving a project unfinished will result in bad luck for its intended recipient, and if you knit one of your own hairs into a project, it will bind you to its recipient. And the boyfriend curse is actually a modern superstition. It's said that you should never knit a sweater for your boyfriend, or the relationship will end before the sweater is complete, or shortly thereafter. And in Iceland, it is said that if you knit outside, it prolongs winter. Now, similar to the knitting superstitions, there are several spinning superstitions as well, and most of them are German in origin. A girl should finish her spinning and not leave any roving on the spindle on Saturday evenings, or else the yarn would never bleach or dye. And a shirt made of thread that was spun during the 12 days of Christmas is considered good luck. A more uncommon one is that putting shoes on a table will cause trouble with your spouse, and it's considered bad luck. It's also bad luck to leave shoes upside down on the floor. It's considered good luck in some cultures to throw shoes at a person who is leaving the town to conduct business. And it's also good luck to tie shoes on the back of a wedding car. Now, there is also a lot of superstitions relating to wedding days. And the bridal veil is supposed to protect from evil spirits. And apparently it's also good luck if the bride's veil catches fire at the altar, but that's debatable. Other ones include finding a spider in your wedding dress is considered to be good luck. And it's also considered good fortune to see an ant or an insect at the bridal table. And it's considered both good and bad luck to be married in the month of June, as Juno, the Roman goddess for which the month is named, will either protect marriages that take place in June or will be jealous of those weddings. And it's considered unlucky to give a pocket knife, cooking knife, or shaving razor as a gift. The recipient must give the gift giver a penny, or the blade will cut in half their affection for one another. A purse should never be given empty as a gift, or the recipient will have bad luck with money. And additionally, putting your purse on the floor is seen as a way to lose money in certain cultures. Now, it's bad luck if you give gloves as a present, and bad luck to pick up a glove that you dropped yourself. But it's good luck to wear a lady's glove as a lucky charm or a favor during a tournament, battle, or important meeting. The belief that you should never make a toast with water in your glass harks back to the time of the ancient Greeks. This is a superstition with its place firmly embedded in history. And according to Greek mythology, the dead would always drink from the river Lethe in the depths of the underworld. in order to forget their past corporeal lives. As a result of this story, the Greeks would always toast to the dead with glasses filled with water to symbolize their voyage via the river to the underworld. As a consequence of this morbid story, it's considered that proposing a toast to somebody with water is akin to wishing them bad luck or even death. Many people also believe that by toasting with water, you're also wishing death upon yourself, as this liquid reflects your future watery grave. Another superstition embedded in history is that of walking under a ladder, and this originates about 5,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. A ladder leaning against a wall forms a triangle, and the Egyptians regarded that shape as sacred, as exhibited, for example, by their pyramids. To them, triangles represented the trinity of the gods, and to pass through the triangle was to desecrate them. This belief winded its way up through the ages. Centuries later, followers of Jesus usurped the tradition, interpreting it in light of Christ's death. Because a ladder had rested against the crucifix, it became a symbol of wickedness, betrayal, and death. Walking under a ladder courted misfortune. And in England in the 1600s, criminals were forced to walk under a ladder on their way to the gallows. In 18th century London, when metal-spoked umbrellas began to become popular, their stiff, clumsy metal spring mechanism made them veritable hazards to open indoors. A rigidly spoked umbrella, opening suddenly in a small room, could seriously injure an adult or a child, or even shatter a fragile object. Even a minor accident could provoke unpleasant words or a minor quarrel, themselves strokes of bad luck in family or among friends. Thus, the superstition arose that deterred people from opening umbrellas inside. The ancient Egyptians revered all cats, black and otherwise, and it was there that the belief began that a black cat crossing your path brings good luck. Their positive reputation is recorded again much later, in the early 17th century in England. King Charles I kept and treasured a black cat as a pet. Upon its death, he is said to have lamented that his luck was gone. The supposed truth of the superstition was reinforced when he was arrested the very next day on charges with high treason. During the Middle Ages, people in many other parts of Europe held quite the opposite belief. They thought that black cats were considered familiars or companions to witches, or even the witches themselves in disguise, and that a black cat crossing your path was an indication of bad luck and a sign that the devil was watching you. This seems to have been the dominant belief held by the Pilgrims when they came to America, perhaps explaining the strong association between black cats and witchcraft that still exist today. Now, knocking on wood is another common superstition, and one explanation traces the phenomenon to ancient pagan cultures, such as the Celts, who believed that spirits and gods resided in the trees. Knocking on tree trunks may have served to rouse the spirits and call on their protection, but it could also have been a way of showing gratitude for a stroke of good luck. Yet another theory is that people knocked on wood to chase away evil spirits or prevent them from listening when they boasted about their luck, thereby preventing a reversal of fortune. Now, the horseshoe is the basis of many superstitions, and it's considered to be a good luck charm in a wide range of cultures. Belief in its magical powers traces back again to the Greeks, who thought the element of iron had the ability to ward off evil. And not only were horseshoes wrought of iron, they also took the shape of the crescent moon in 4th century Greece, and for the Greeks, this was a symbol of fertility and good fortune. The belief in the talismanic powers of horseshoes passed from the Greeks to the Romans, and from them to the Christians. In the British Isles in the Middle Ages, when fear of witchcraft was rampant, people attached horseshoes open and up to the sides of their homes and to their doors. People thought that witches feared horses and would shy away from any reminders of them. Now, that's all for our Superstitions episode of the podcast. Thanks for listening, and be sure to stay tuned for more programming from the Brant Historical Society.